What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm tired. I'm beat. Working 6 days a week. Still doing the grind. You know what I'm saying? Um, Before I get into today's topic, I should talk to you guys about my trip to Texas and how that went with Next Level Soul. And I completed half of the mission unexpectedly because, as you know, the non physical doesn't want to give you the answers that you ask for. It's your job to seek those answers, right? So, the interview with Alex and Next Level Soul on November 22nd was absolutely, hey, Telquire, how you doing? Was absolutely phenomenal. His studio was amazing. The energy was amazing in the interview for Next Level Soul. The flight to Austin, Texas, both ways took, hey, Next Level, how you doing? It's good to see you. Um, So the interview went well with Alex. So you guys know, over third one, Joel told me it's time for um, your mind. You need to go now. Remember that whole speech. Somebody needs you. Well, in my trip to Texas, I found the person that needed me. So after I had the interview with Next Level Soul, I mean, it was phenomenal. It went great. It was amazing. It was simply amazing. And after a 2 hour on air session, you should see it possibly by the end of this year or early next year. Um, but in a car, if somebody needs you, when I took the Uber ride back from the interview with Next Level, now this is taking place in Texas. Greetings and salutations. Glad you could make it. I was taking an Uber ride, and a beautiful young woman picking me up, and she was kind of making fun of me. So, no, I'm going to play sleeping music for her. She goes, "What brought you here?" And I saw an interview with about my death, and she looked at me and she goes, "You died?" And I'm sorry about that, guys. The can be shady. 4 bars. Um, no, I'm here, guys. I'm here. For some reason, I've got 4 bars on my iPad here. I've got full go. Sometimes the energy is just too much, literally, guys. What I was saying, Uber ride picked me up, right? I thought it was just going to be a normal ride back to my hotel. But as I started talking, she began to get very emotional. She began to cry. I'm here. I'm here, guys. I'm back. Hey, Marie. Um, she began to get very emotional. And we were talking more and more. She explained to me in a very emotional state. She goes, I really needed this. And I just looked at her and I've got this pulsing sensation going out. And I'm like I'm getting it now. And I talking and It was about a 10-minute ride back to my hotel, and she reiterated about 3 times. She goes, I really did this. And I was like, are you kidding me? Right? And she goes, can I please give you a hug when I drop you off? I said, well, of course. And as we got to my hotel and she dropped me off, she jumped out of the car and I came around the corner and she gave me a big, I mean, a in close, tight hug. And she goes, I can't begin. I needed this. And it was so real, right? And I grabbed her face and all of this. And I said, you'll be okay. And as I walked back into my hotel, I mean, who knew that I had to be in Austin, Texas to meet this person who needed me? Nothing came out of it other than that simple 10-minute conversation. And she was very physical. And it was just that's so yeah, it's complete. Now I'm in the area. What happens? I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm doing the best I can with what I got here, internet wise. I don't know why it's doing this, so just bear with me. But today's topic, and I've been getting a lot of questions on this, is sex, right? We all think it's taboo. I mean, we all shame ourselves, but yet we all enjoy it. What does our Father really think about it, right? Jason, what happened to you in your near-death experience? You guys, this that I had my sex experiences. Right? I knew I was doomed from what society said, that has been shoved down our throats, that it has been preached to us from the religion, or my language, from Christianity. And sex is shameful. Our bodies are sinful. Our bodies are gross. We're made to cover our bodies because they're horrible or just gross, right? And I want you to know that none of that is true. All right, that you are a beautiful being. Your body, both in the male vehicle and the female vehicle, are beautiful. They were made out of love, for love, to be loved, because who created you out of love? Your Father, right? So, sex, our sexual energy, is divinely given to us by Father, by God, by Source, all that is. It was given to us as a way to reach home, to reach God, right? So when people ask me, Jason, both male and females asking me, and you have to understand this, coming from my aspect, it's easy. For you guys, you don't understand. We are neither male or female. You look at me as a man, as I'm sitting here talking as a man. Okay? When I left my body, one with everything, right? In my near-death experience, I was both male and female. I was everything that existed. When I was looking down at this thing, I had no love of it. I did not care about it. It meant nothing to me. All right. It's simply a vehicle, like when you get in your car to go to work. When we get in our car to go to work, our vehicle, we get into a body. We create the body, male or female, depending on what we need to accomplish here in our timeline. For me, it's easier done in a male vehicle, and that's why I chose to create a male vehicle. That's it. Other than that, it means nothing. But your sexual identity, God does not care whether you want to be with the same sex. It doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why. What is love? Love is everything. Okay? So I have so many, I'm going to start with the male vehicles. I have so many men reaching out to me, Jason, you don't know how desperately I want to try being with a man. I'm passionate about it. I've told my wife about it, or I've told my girlfriend about it, or I'm single and I really want to be with a man. Please tell me I'm not going to go to hell. Please tell me God will not have a problem with this. And as many of you know, by watching my videos throughout this last 2 years, that it is absolutely acceptable. Your father is loved. And if you are passionate with that person, meaning you love them, you want to be or not, it doesn't matter. Love is everything. It's all encompassing. You're neither male or female. It is simply an experience that you want to have. And if you two, whether it's same sex, male or female, doesn't matter, you two are willing to share your bodies, to be intimate, to be loving, to be caring, it is beautiful. Okay, absolutely beautiful. You have nothing to fear. Again, fear is an illusion. All right. So if you're wanting that badly to share an experience with a same sex, I highly encourage you to do so. You're going to find out one of two things. You're going to either enjoy it or you're going to say, you know what, that really wasn't for me, but I'm glad I had the experience because now I know, right? How else are you going to know unless you experience it? What did we come here to do? Rediscover who we are through our experiences. So this is a natural, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is a natural thing to experience. Our sexual energy is fine, godlike, given to us from our Father. So does it matter whether it's kinky sex or doesn't matter whether it's kinky sex? Is fine. Is it mutual? Is it agreed upon? You know, as I was told from my twin flame, you know, Jason, some girls like it rough, meaning, you know, she wanted to be roughed up. She wanted to be kinky. It's natural, all right? As long as it's given freely, as long as it's the both of you coming to an agreement on what you want to share and experience. It does not matter whether it's same sex or not. There's nothing too kinky. There's nothing too wrong. All right? It is divinely given to you. So I want all of you who's listening to this now or in the future, months from now, years from now, it's open to everybody that you are loved, that there's nothing shameful about our sex. We were taught wrongly, horribly wrong about little children by getting yelled at and screamed at by our parents when we began to explore our bodies naturally. Remember, when you incarnated again, what did you choose to do? You chose to forget. So in this new incarnation as a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, you're beginning to explore your body. What are you beginning to do, girls? You're beginning to play with yourself. Boys, we're doing the same thing. But then we were yelled at by our parents. Hey, quit doing that. Get into your room. And you jump and you're, you know, made to feel like it's a horrendous, horrifically gross experience. And I want you to know that that is absolutely wrong, that your father is horrified by the way we treat our sexuality. Shame is a great control mechanism, absolutely. And who taught you that? Mom and dad. Well, who taught mom and dad? Grandma and grandpa. Well, who taught grandma and grandpa? Great grandma and grandpa, right? And the wheels keep going backwards and backwards. And who was the perpetrator of that as well? The Catholic Church. Masturbation is a sin. That is gross. When they know full well that it is a way to reach your father, to reach the divine oneness through orgasm. Amazing is that? Why do you think the church outlawed sex? Because they knew full well that it was a control mechanism to keep you from your true identity, your true discovery of who you are. So no, there is no such thing as anything wrong with kinky sex. Half the time I was with my twin flame, we were having sex out in the open. How come I wasn't punished for that? Because it was natural. Father, see anything wrong with it? We were doing exactly what we were created to do, to spread love, be love, to make love. All right. So I don't want you guys listening now or in the future, because this has no hashtags or time limits on this, right? Yourselves, be free, be open, make love. Who knew they said it right in the 60s? Make love, not war. Bingo. Right? There is nothing wrong with kinky sex. There is nothing wrong with same sex. It is beautiful. Love is all encompassing. And I get so many people asking me questions about desperately wanting to woman to woman, man to man. I desperately want to try this. Then go do it. Enjoy yourselves, have fun. That's what you came here to do, is have fun, to explore, to remember who you are. How better to remember who you are than to be in a very intimate, very loving, very sexual relationship. You forget all bounds. You're not worried about bills. You're not worried about car payments. You're not worried about going to work. You're not worried about taking care of the kids. Your mind is in what state? The highest is love. Right? You're there to please your partner. You're there to be pleased. Everything fades as it should, because nothing else matters. Love is the only thing that matters here. Remember? So everything else takes second seat. So enjoy yourselves. Take the shame, take the guilt, take the fear away from something that is divinely given to you. I don't care whether you're having sex on the beach in the open, sex on the park, whether she comes and sits on your lap and you're having sex and there's a myriad of people in the park. Enjoy yourselves. You know what society can do? Go F itself, right? I don't need to sit there and listen to some man in Washington saying, well, that's unacceptable. Who are you to say what's unacceptable or not to Father? He gave it to us. I experienced death. I experienced what I thought was shameful, and certainly I was going to be sent for all my excellence and all of that. And I did absolutely nothing wrong. So please take the fear out of your sexual energy, out of your sexual curiosities. It's natural. And it is not only natural, but it is beautiful. All right. We were shamed into compliance, not only by the church, but by your parents, because they were taught that sex was filthy, was disgusting, right? When we walked in, how many walked in on their parents and they're, oh my God, and they're covering up? Well, guess what? God says, no, you don't stop having sex when your children walk into the room. You keep making love. You keep being intimate. You don't stop, right? How do children learn? As long as you both honor each other, no shame. Sex is great for manifesting and healing. Yes, absolutely. So as long as it's agreed upon and you guys are intimate and you are doing your thing, there is nothing shameful about it. Your Father is going, yay. Not only is he doing that, he is also experiencing and feeling what you are doing. All right? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you are being intimate with your partner, same sex or not, I call him Father, male figure for me, but neither or, God is experiencing your sexual pleasures as well. Right? So when you're touching her and rubbing her and caressing her, grabbing her breast, grabbing her crotch, rubbing her butt, he is experiencing those exact same things. All right? Why? Who are you? I told you who I am. I'm God, right? So he is experiencing what you are going through. Why? All that that knows everything, wants to experience it. So there we were created in his image, therefore God's, to go out and experience these things. So all that is can experience that. So it's natural. It's been given to us. Go enjoy yourselves. Do not worry about society anymore. This society and the world is crashing. It's doomed, right? This old is already moving into a new dimension. The earth is a living being, just like us, right? It is transcending into another dimension, a higher dimension, a better dimension, right? Sex for procreation, not for mutual masturbation, sending someone to, right. Just don't go to porn. It's the dark. When you go to pornography, it's medieval, all right? It's a darkness. Are you judged for it? No. Why? Because we've been shamed in thinking that sex or doing whatever you want to is wrong. So you turn to pornography to get your sexual desires met, which is horrifically wrong. But again, it's not judgment. But where's it coming from? Remember, whose domain is the body, right? That's the ego. And what is the ego? Well, you know it is evil, right? It doesn't care about you. It cares about satisfying its own natural greed, right? So when you're watching pornography, it's dark, it's animalistic, right? It's not natural, so to speak, but it's a darker energy, and that's of the ego. So that's why it's condemned by the non-physical. They want you to reach your full sexual potential. They want the woman to have a year-long orgasm. That can only be done through that mutual connection, through that mutual intimacy. It doesn't matter. Same thing with guys if it's same sex. It doesn't matter. Okay? So it's meant to be. That's why it was given to us. Take the fear out of sex, guys, because all of you are terrified by it, right? I need to be with a man, and this needs to be in a marriage. And no, it doesn't matter. I told you guys, God doesn't give a rat's ass about your marriage. He'll tell you why it's failing, or tell you why your relationship is failing. He doesn't care about your marriage. If you think I'm supposed to love, all right, when you start to begin and explore your sexual identity, look at the way our youth is growing up right now. They're so fucking confused. They don't even know who they are. Transgender, his gender. Now we're using he, she, it, what to identify. We don't even know who we are anymore. Why? Because it has been so badly suppressed and made to feel filthy that we need to go and lock the door and turn off the lights and wrong, wrong, wrong. Not only are your bodies beautiful, you are beautiful, and sex is beautiful. So enjoy it. Don't go out there. Don't shy away from it. And if you're married, you have younger kids, and they come in crying in the middle of the night, and you guys are being intimate, don't stop. Bring the kiddos into bed and keep going. Because what are they going to do while they're watching you? I know it sounds sick to a lot of people, but to father, what are they going to learn? They're going to learn how beautiful it is. They're going to learn that is not only beautiful, but it's healthy, it's natural, and it's normal, right? So they're going to take that approach when they grow up and they have kids, that if, now the wheels are going to start going forward instead of backwards. All right. We need to break this chain, guys. We need to stop it now. Because what's coming in 2026 and definitely 2027 are big changes. Huge, massive changes are coming. The shitstorm that happened when Trump came in, he's the bringer of chaos. All right. What does chaos do? Chaos brings people together, right? So now when people start coming together in 2026, by the time 2030 rolls around, what you thought of a normal life now is all but kaput. One of two things are going to happen. I told you World War III will be coming, and it's truly the end of this, all of this anyway. Or, as I told you, we're going to be visited by highly advanced beings that have been watching us, and you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to see spacecraft in the air. They are going to be coming down and integrating with us, talking with us, and helping us advance, because we've already moved into the fifth dimension. Some of you, if you haven't, you won't. You if you have not gone through your ascension process, well, when you die or awaken, you will be sent to another 3D world. You will not incarnate into the new earth or the golden age. What do I think is most likely? I've kind of shifted, because I feel this in me, is that I really feel like we've been seeing a lot more what you would call alien activity. It's becoming more and more widely known. I really think by the time 2030 hits, that one morning we're going to wake up and we're going to see alien, highly advanced beings in the sky, and then they will be coming down to us. It will be helping humanity evolve quickly into a much, much higher state of consciousness, and help us not only consciously but spiritually as well. Is there anything to be afraid of? No. We've been watched. By the Arturians, the Syrians, the Pleiadians. We are being watched by highly advanced civilizations, and they're watching us evolve consciously. And never before in the state of the universe, even since the Big Bang, has such a big consciousness taking place. I can feel it within me. Lately, my crown chakra has been like, there's been a hot on it, like all week in the last couple of weeks, and there's a pressure like around here, and it feels like somebody's trying to take a crowbar and split it up, right? And I've been having headaches right back here. This whole area has been like a hot pad. Downloads are coming, right? Ascension, just everything's coming. So I really do believe that that you guys need to know. That's going to is for all of you who were, I'll say it outright, dumb enough, just fearful enough and stupid enough to buy into the government getting the shot. About 4.5 to 4.8 billion people took the shot. Well, you know what it was, don't you? With the mercury and formaldehyde and all the chemicals in there, aluminum, it was a death sentence. All right, extermination. To remove a massive amount of us from this earth because they deemed it, we're overpopulated. So I really feel like by 2030, you're going to see a massive die off in those who took the shot. Did not. I refused. I lost my job. I'm not putting that shit in my body. So, but we're way off topic from the sex. But I really think World War III isn't going to happen. I think we've shifted enough in our consciousness to begin to love deeply for one another. Even though these wars are taking place in the Middle East, that our love has shifted. Enough of us have ascended into the higher dimension in the 5D that we are shedding our light onto the darkness, into the world, especially me and others, that it's not. And that's why I truly feel that instead of World War III coming, that we're going to see the spacecraft in the air. Now, millions of us, if not billions of us, are going to freak out and want to have nothing to do with these beings. I want to know everything. I want more knowledge. And consciously, when you watch horror, they're going to come in worlds and all this. That's not what this is about. This is about evolution, about evolving consciously. Just these things. Why? You remember that these beings, they want this already, right? For killing, raping, all of this. And then said, okay, man, I think that is love. And when you take that vibration, that spread it, you come right in the darkness. And they've gone through these things already. That's why they're rooting for us. They're this is beyond stupid. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, how can I be in 5-bar health and lose connection? But that's what sometimes they do. Non-physical with being in a high frequency, it messes with my electronics all the time. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But that's what I really think is going to happen. But anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about. I want you guys to enjoy your sensual, I want you to enjoy your bodies. Quit hating them. All right? You created your body. Yes, you look the way you look because that's the way the ego wants you to look. But don't look into the dark glass of the ego, right? Yes, this is what can crush the ego. Don't hate your body. When you get out of the shower, look at your body. Tell yourself that you love yourself, that you are beautiful, and that you are perfect, right? Do not shame yourself and say, oh, my belly's too big. Oh, my butt's too big. Oh, my boobs are too small, right? You created your body. Don't hate it. Love it. I love myself. I love my body. I love the way I look, right? And as you all know, I'm going through my awakening, which is the spiritual death or the dark night of the soul, right? The tower moment for some of you. It's, as you can tell when I'm speaking, I have no desire for this crap anymore. Hey, Verena, welcome. I'm having connectivity issues. I've got 5 bars, full ring, full go, and just this is electronics. It's been doing that to me a lot lately, so I apologize, guys. So don't look into the dark glass of the ego. Look into the love and light of that of which you are. You created your body. Love your body. Don't worship it, but love it. Because every part of it is beautiful. Share yourself with those that you love. Does not matter, same sex or not. All right? And that is the true message of what I'm saying today. And it came out of so many people asking me these questions because they're terrified. They're fearful. And I told you, 98% of the world lives in fear. And it's an illusion. There's nothing wrong with your sexual energy, period. But it all starts with you. If you're fearful of wanting this or wanting that, then it's never going to happen. You came here to experience things. So experience them, enjoy them. But it all starts with you. You can't enjoy anything if you don't love yourself. That means your body, all of your body. Okay? You are beautiful and you are perfect, just the way you were created. So go enjoy yourselves, but let that enjoyment be mutual. There's nothing too kinky, there's nothing too wrong. Given to you by Father. And you have to understand that. Most people don't think about that because Jesus is also experiencing your divinity, your sexual experiences. They're all enjoying it from home. So enjoy it. Take all fear out of the equation. You were taught wrong, horribly wrong. And that is part of why I'm teaching what I'm teaching. It's the same thing Jesus was teaching 2,000 years ago. Think of how revolutionary that was. I'm called a new ager now. I'm foolish and I'm talking nothing but garbage, right? Wrong. This shit was talked about 2,000 years ago. It's what got him killed, right? Now, who knows? I could care less. I'm home as it is anyway. But don't worry about it, is what I'm trying to tell you. Just go enjoy yourselves. All right? There's nothing too kinky about your sexual identity. Enjoy yourselves. All right. Any questions, guys? I know I've been on a rant lately. I'm way tired. My stomach is iffy. I've been having, I told you guys, not problems with my crown, but like it's been heating up. Like something's been put in the oven and it feels like something's trying to split in the very crown of my head. And it will start at like 9 in the morning and go literally all afternoon. Gives a splitting headache. And I try to sleep, work. Something's going on right now. There's big changes taking. And I'm feeling right now in the crown chakra. So you may feel that as well. I'm getting a lot of that in here and in my chakra, which is right by belly. Am I eating properly? I'm eating as healthy as I can. I mean, I'm living in a not sleazy hotel, but I don't really have a refrigerator and I have no way to cook. So kind of like I'm eating, I have a little tiny fridge. So I get yogurt and strawberries and blueberries with yogurt. So I chop up the strawberries and I eat that with some granola. But do I really eat healthy like I would be at home, like eating if I had an apartment, like in a real fridge and a stove where I could make salads, I could cook salmon, stuff like that. Here in California, if you want to go to have a nice meal, it's $100, right? $5 a gallon. So I'm eating like beef stew out of a can, not even warmed up. I eat tuna. I can get some tuna. I do get what do you want to call it? Pineapple and peaches out of a can. So um on here, I can't even go if you wanted to go to Denny's and what you were like pancakes, eggs, bacon, toast, right there for 3 pancakes, 3 eggs, stuffing, hash browns, and a spread. That's 30 day. Why they want me here, I don't know. The first half of the mission, the person that needed me, I met them and would have known. But um, I still don't know why I'm needed here in California, what my purpose is here. I have a very strong feeling that after my, my video with Next Level Soul comes out at the end of the month, this month, or the beginning of 2026, something big is really going to take place. And my gut feeling or my intuition, which comes from your guides and your archangels, is that I'm being watched by somebody here in this general area or in Sacramento. That person is very powerful, very well, and he's watched me for quite some time. And that when this video comes out, they will finally reach out to me and work with me. And that is when the big bucks will begin to flow, like I was told um, back in 2023. And that this shitty ass job that I'm in right now that really doesn't pay for anything, that's somehow keeping me alive in this, crappy hotel, is just a temporary thing to get me by until the end of the month and the beginning of the year when this really is going to take off. That's my gut feeling. So that's what I'm just letting things flow and taking it day by day. Um, I'm right now, so I'm kind of tired, irritable. My stomach isn't feeling that well. Lucky here, fortunate circumstances don't allow me to. I do what I can. So, do I eat enough food? Not really. I probably eat anywhere between 400 to 700 calories a day. Um, that's the best I can do, you know. So, but again, I'm working anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week, if not more. Today I was up at 2, had to be out the door by 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work because I worked from 4 to 12 today. I wasn't going to come on, but I was like, I had those questions coming up and I'm like, let's try and get this done. Let's get it out. I know I haven't made videos in a while because I've just been too tired. I don't even, on the weekends, I don't even want to get out of bed. I don't sleep all day. And it's not because I'm physically tired, but it's a spiritual thing. I'm just exhausted, both from work, but also from what I'm going through spiritually. And I think what's happening is these downloads are coming in because it feels like the top of my head is just being split open. It's not painful. It's just like a real hot pad taking place, and it's just pressure, like pressure, right? And it's just I'm trying to work, and I'm feeling this pressure. Then by the end of the day, I've got a headache, and it's just like I come home, take a shower, and then I've got less than an hour to myself before I need to fall back to sleep because I'm up at 2 in the morning, right? So it's rough right now, guys. It's I'm having a rough time of it. I'm trying to take time for myself. I just don't have it. I'm working so much. I come home. Not home, but I come back to a hotel. Um, and I yearn for what you would, I don't want to say normal because there's no such thing as normal, but I also, a home. Like you guys, when you, not that I care about Christmas. Christmas is simply a state of mind. And I'm in that Christmas state of mind all year round. I love you all. I feel love for you all, right? I love my Father. I love Yeshua. I love the Holy Spirit. Our there is neither male or female, he's both. So he created the Holy Spirit, mom, to for us specifically, not for the angels at home. He created the Holy Spirit for us. All right. Um, and you guys have a home. You can go cook a meal. You can go cook whatever you want. For Thanksgiving, I just had cold pizza. If I was at home, I would have had a prime rib or something, some shrimp, and a home to go take a shower, go wander, play video games, play my bases, do it. Now I just sit in a hotel room and just go, yay. Right. So what I'm going through right now, guys, is brutally hard. Right. I feel more and more every day my twin flame. And when I met the angel in October, he's like, yes, she's coming when you're established, because her life is ending, right? Her marriage, she's leaving her children to come out here by me. Everything, her life is crumbling. And I feel that. My desire to be with her is becoming stronger and stronger because I can feel her more and more. And yet I come back to this place and, that's it. So my sexual energy has been, unfortunately, revving up because I'm feeling her, I'm yearning for her, and my desire to be with her, sexual is going into overdrive right now. So I feel something's happening, something very. So yeah, it is beautiful, but at the same time, guys, I'm beyond frustrated. Um, People think I'm nuts. It's like, why are you doing this? I mean, you left your children, you left everything you've ever known. It sounds like you're on some crazy goose chase, but everything that has been happening to me has been happening to me since my NDE, and it's beyond divine. It is in alignment with my contract, with my higher self, right? And somebody that I used to know way back in the day, my first love, actually says, Jason, at some point in time, you've got to call it quits. You've got to do something. Up, you got any this, you got any that. Sometimes you just got, like, you don't understand what's happening to me, right? Will give up? No, because I know it's coming. I'm in alignment, but in the same time, I've been pushed back into my old life instead of the new life of being a teacher, right? I'm doing stuff that I didn't think I would ever do again. Now, in the most expensive state there is, I'm living in a dirty hotel room. What have I got to show for it? Nothing, right? My frustration level is at that I can begin to tell you guys, right? And then on top of that, my sexual energy is starting to ramp up out of nowhere. Like, where's this coming from? I don't have anybody yet. There's nothing here. My sexual desires are now being brought to the surface. And I have no one, right? And it just kind of desires are. This is a great topic to talk about. Our divine sexuality is that divine. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And at the same time, I've got no one to be with, right? My only person that I choose to be with is my twin flame. And why is my twin flame so perfect, or anybody that's in a twin flame relationship, is that you have to understand what that is. It's not only a divine sexual encounter, but it's you finding your own frequency, right? We all exist as a frequency, an energy, so to speak. Energy doesn't really exist, but our frequency. So when you find your twin, you found your own, and how I part of my into the flame is that energy. That's when we're feel so interconnected, finally close that everything you do, as it is beautiful, it's so pure, it's so intense, because it's literally you found your own self. And that's what it is. When I see her, that's my projection of what my own divine feminine looks like to me, right? So anybody in a twin flame relationship will understand that, and they'll understand that not only when you look at them, but it's how you experience them. Absolutely another level. It's very hard to explain unless you have that experience. Twin flames are very, very rare. All right. You can have soulmates and you can have a strong soulmate connection. And soulmates can be male, female, female to female, or male to male. You all come into this to experience things sexually, whatever you want to experience with this person. And that's a beautiful thing. But twin flames are beyond rare. Okay. Because it's really the half of your own frequency. And that's what makes it so intense, because you don't find that anywhere else, because you are that energy. You are. I'm sorry, guys. This, it's an energy thing. I've got full bars and it shouldn't be happening, but that's what makes it more beautiful. Um, but that's what makes a twin flames um, sexuality so intense, so profound. It's like when we were intimate, she even said this out loud to me: Jason, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Nothing. Do you know what that means? I mean, that's beyond powerful, right? Most relationships, you'll never get that. And even in a soulmate relationship, you'll never get that. And it stands true for me, for her, in a twin flame relationship, sexually wise. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. She said, Jason, I want to try this, this, and this. Without question, I wouldn't even think about it, right? Because it's literally me accepting my own energy. That's what makes it so intense. And that's what made my NDE so intense, is that when I left my body and connected to oneness, I was like, ugh, juice, because I was connected to all of that, of all that I am, right? So twin flames are rare, and that your sexual energy together being intimate is beyond anything else. Yeah, I don't, yeah, it's I don't know what's going on, guys. I sometimes the non-physical and my frequency, it's just too much, and it affects the electricity. So I mean, I've got 4 bars on my iPad. There's no reason I should not have connectivity issues. It's high frequency. um but I want you guys to enjoy. And here's another thing, guys, and this shit's got to stop. To all of those who are transgender, they came here to experience this. All right. They came here to experience themselves through whatever it is they want to do in this conversion to transgender. Does it stop Father from loving them? No, because they are Father, right? So lay off those transgender. They came here to experience who they are through what they are experiencing in the now. It is just as beautiful. So stop. Okay. If you, they have just as you do with your body experience you want to experience is identifying themselves as that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's like, I don't really want to jump out of an airplane. Why would I want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Just what ones that parachute doesn't open up. That's I don't want to experience. All right. So let it go. But let them experience their life the way they want to experience it. Okay? Nobody jumps into your business, and if they do, you get upset about it. Their sexual identity is theirs. They came here to work on themselves, no differently than you came to work on you. And I don't care who you're listening to, if there's male, females, or transgenders in here, you came into this physical incarnation to work on yourself, period. Not your wife, not your children, not your spouse, not mommy and daddy, but you. You were picking up your last incarnation. And if that's what they choose to do, then that's what they choose to do. What if you don't have a twin flame? Is the twin flame in the non-physical? No. Well, you got to remember the twin flame is your own energy. So it's simply you. So if you exist, because we all exist in the non-physical, right? That's where we come from. You call it heaven. It's just simply home. So it's you, a twin flame is like I said, it's you finding your own frequency, your own energy. Okay. Now, that's very rare. Very, very rare. There's not many twin flames out there. But when you find your twin flame, you will know it instantly. It's an instant connection. Why? Because you're recognizing your own energy. You're recognizing yourself, your for me, it's going to be a female because it's my own divine feminine. So when I see her, that's my own divine femininity in my oneness with everything. All right. And it's uber rare, uber rare. So does it exist? Yes, because that's where we come from, the non-physical. This isn't our home. It never has been. It never will. This vehicle that we're in is simply what we need to get around here with. All right. So when I came into this incarnation, I created the divine feminine, which she is, and she's coming to me out here. And that's part of the problem here. I don't know how I can get established by making this shitty wage in the most expensive state, living in a sleazy hotel room. But something's going to give. Just like I thought I would never meet the person I was supposed to meet who needs me, that I was told in October. Well, that got taken care of 2 weeks ago when I was in Texas. So, sometimes you just got to, let the blood flow. Just let things flow. Get on your back, float down the river, because you're going to get where you need to go and you're going to get done what you need to get done. So open yourselves, all of you who are listening to me now and whenever, because this is timeless. Open up your hearts. Open up your sexuality to everything. You've just been taught wrong, horrific wrong. Your heart first to start out. This overwhelming peace and electricity. When I heard touch, when she grabbed my hand, I felt electricity shoot to my elbow into my armpit. I was like, whoa, what was that? And I looked at her and she looked. It was intense, but yet warm, loving. It's something that you don't know what a twin flame's relationship is. It's beyond anything you guys could possibly imagine. It's amazing. It's so profound, so deep, so amazing. It is such a connection because you're connecting with all of yourself, right? And that's what makes it profound. And even though we have an age gap, she's 12 years younger than I am. It hasn't stopped her from yearning for me, wanting to be intimate with me, and wanting what we once had, right? I can feel her even though she's 2,000 miles away. That's the kind of connection that I'm talking about. And when you're together, uh, even when you're not being intimate, it is profound. The energy that is coursing through my veins is beyond amazing. And when we do, and when we are intimate, it is just profound. It is beyond amazing. I didn't know sex could be that deep and that meaningful, right? So, and another thing, guys, and this is to all the male vehicles out there. This is coming from Yeshua. When you connect to your true sexual energy, to reach a 2-week or give her a 2-week or 6-month orgasm, or right, guys, don't go to the genitals, right? Females, the females, they need to be warmed up. Lay face to face, right? Lots of kissing, off kissing the neck, kissing of the chest. You don't touch the house, right? Rub body, right? Pull her hair a little bit, right? Rub sides, back, down legs, right? Warm her up. Not only is God experiencing you rubbing her and touching, so Yeshua, feeling this, the, the girls need to be warmed up, okay? You need to be warmed up. They're built differently than us, all right? And in time, you can slowly move to, she will let you know when she's ready, okay? Guys, do not, because I found this out with my twin, all right? Do not get mad when you're given direction. They will tell you what they want. Most of you don't want to hear that. You think you know all. I'm sorry, you're not a female. You don't know shit. Okay? So listen to them. And I'm not only talking verbally, listen to her body's cues. Listen to the way she moves when you touch her. All right? Follow those cues. 99% of the time, women talk to you non-verbally. And if you're not paying attention to those cues, you're as blind as a bat. Okay? Listen to those cues and see those cues. It will talk to you verbally almost of the time. Verbally through her eyes. Look at how intently she's looking at you when you're rubbing her back. Is she arching her back? Is she doing? All right? Take direction from her. She's telling you what she wants. Okay? Anything here. We've always been given what we want. So listen to her nonverbal cues, both visually and verbally. She will tell you what she wants. Your intimacy, all right, should take an hour or longer because you need to warm her up. She wants to be touched. She wants to be loved. She wants to see the love from you. All right. This is where you can reach the divinity with oneness. When you can give her an organ that she begins to shake and quiver and makes a mess all over the bed, right? She's legs are shaking and she like, she just wants to curl an hour of foreplay and this and the something that most will never reach. That's the kind of intimacy Yeshua wants. That's the kind of oneness that our divine sexual energy was created for. There's no rushing around here, all right? Most of you say, well, the kids, that's what I told you. We shouldn't be hiding from our children. It is natural and it is beautiful. So guys, warm your ladies up. lots of kissing, lots of touching, not the kill zones, no, not, no, but rub her, kiss her, pull her hair, bite little nibbles, right? All these things are getting her warmed up. And on top of that, Father is feeling all of this. Yeshua is feeling all of this. It's divine. Take your time, please. Love each other the way we were meant to love one another. No animalistic shit right away. Get rid of the porn, get rid of those weird ideas. You can get into kinky sex, that's fine, should you both choose it. But in the beginning, warm your ladies up, right? We call that romance, right? We call that divine sexual intimacy. That's what it's about, right? Anybody can have sex, anybody can get stiff and stick it in, but wow, okay, that was what, 40 seconds, 2 minutes? I'm talking an hour-long session or more. Okay. And when I'm with my twin, that's what I do. I will touch her and rub her and kiss her entire body, not the kill zones, for a good half an hour, 40 minutes. And she will let me know when she's ready or she wants me. Okay. But that's because you got her motor not only running, but it's screaming. That's what divine sexual energy was for. It's beautiful. So, guys, that's the way we were created to be. Our divine sexual energy. Get your lady up, right? It's beautiful. Any questions before I go? Before they shut my down again and get mad. Anybody got anything for me? I love you guys, by the way. I know I haven't seen you guys in a while. I love you guys very much. And again, thank you for your continued love and support for me while I'm going through this horrific time in my life. It is truly they shut me down. So before this happens again, I'm going to go, guys, I love you. I do. Thank you for love and support while I go through this very, very difficult time. I'm doing the best I can to get to you guys. I will try and get some videos out, but lately I am just crashing and I'm sleeping on the days off. So you guys have a blessed weekend. I will see you guys next Friday, and hopefully I have some better connectivity issues than what is going on today. I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.